show other random attacks.
You know what I never hear in my community, or frankly in any community across Canada, is that the government should be reducing sentencing for people who sexually assault another person or commit human trafficking. I've never had an email or any constituent who has come to me and said, we need to take it easier on people who commit sexual assault, who traffic other human beings, or frankly even kidnap. But in the Liberal Canada, you would never know that because they've tabled Bill C-5. I want to show you something. This is Bill C-5. It reduces sentencing for a prison breach, Section 144, criminal harassment, sexual assault, kidnapping, trafficking of persons, abduction of a person under the age of 14, theft over $5,000, motor vehicle theft, and arson. This is what we're talking about when we say the Liberals are soft on crime. This bill takes away prison time for kidnappers. They take away mandatory prison time for someone who commits sexual assault. How are victims supposed to feel if they're not protected by the Canadian judicial system? Across Canada, especially in British Columbia, there's a pervading sense of lawlessness in our communities. Many people feel that our criminal justice system isn't upholding a concept of justice that sits well with the average Canadian citizen. Canadians want common sense laws, and they want to make sure that when someone commits a crime, that they're held accountable for that, and that the rights of victims are upheld. And that's why so many people are upset about the Liberal approach, because Bill C-5 does exactly the opposite of what Canadians expect. And that's the Liberal approach to crime. I'm just at a loss at understanding how the Liberals could treat criminal justice the way that they do. Is that there's like some type of blind spot out there when they just don't understand that Canadians want some common sense from their government. It is not okay for someone who's had a crime committed against them, like sexual assault, to be fearful that they're gonna run into that person in their neighborhood. The Liberals seem to have a real big concern with the stigmatization of certain crimes. Certain things in society should be stigmatized. Let me name 3 of them: human trafficking, kidnapping, and sexual assault. I want them to be stigmatized, and I don't want the government of Canada reducing sentences for those types of crimes. It's like the Liberals are tumbling over their own wokeness. You know, conservatives believe in individual responsibility, but that concept seems to be lost on this government and their legislative agenda. And I know for a fact that Canadians feel the exact same way that I do. C-5 is a horrible example and reality of the Liberal approach to criminal justice issues. The only way we're going to change some of these things if we elect Pierre Poilievre and a conservative government that is going to put the rights of victims first, but most importantly, we're going to bring some common sense back to Canada's justice system. And as always, thanks for watching.